Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Welcome to Hand-Built Pottery and Sculpture. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Let's jump right into our discussion. I guess we'll be having a couple more people come in. Miss Diana and Miss Diane, you have to unmute yourselves. Do you have any questions about yesterday's project?
Yes, I wasn't able to get in, so I don't know.
Okay. So, if you didn't get in on the firing schedule this week, then if you were still on, if you said you needed more time for your project, like if I don't have your fruit or vegetable right now, then you're not particularly ready for the next project. Did you understand that? If you still have your fruit or vegetable project, then you are not able to make the second project. However, I'm still going to discuss it.
Okay, so when can I get you my items?
So it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. We're going to discuss it after the class.
You got a plan?
Sorry, not Monday. Monday's a holiday. Sorry, Tuesday or Wednesday. Sorry.
Miss Wright.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I didn't get a chance yesterday to ask you about the project that you had shown. I could see you, but I couldn't hear you.
It's no problem. So anyway, once again, if you have not finished the first project, which was the lidded or unlidded fruit or vegetable vessel, then if you have not given me that project, then you're not ready for the next project. However, I will be contacting you all after the class. And for the next project, you can still write down notes on what the project is. The project is called a Mobius, M-O-B-I-U-S. You writing this down, Mr. Cumberland?
Let's start over again.
Okay, see, I just said grab a pen and paper, or pencil and paper.
I got the paper.
I'm going again. Mobius, M-O-B-I.
Hold it. You say M-O what?
B as in boy. I as in ice cream. U as in understand. S as in Sally. Mobius. It's called a Mobius strip. S-T-R-I-P. A Mobius loop. L-O-O-P. Or a Mobius band. B-A-N-D. All of those attributes are basically the same thing. A strip, a band, and a loop is the same thing.
Okay, so cute.
Who in the world?
I might run in a tree. Hey, Miss
Everybody have consideration if you're talking or something on the video, please mute yourselves. All right. Mobius is a surface with only one side, with embedded in three-dimensional space or only one boundary curve. The Mobius strip is the simplest non-orientable surface. It can be realized as a ruled surface. All right, so the Mobius strip, you want to look it up. Look up what you want to look up is Mobius table sculpture. Write this down. Mobius table sculpture.
Mobile.
Mobius. Mobius.
Got it.
Table sculpture. All right, any questions about the previous project?
Yeah.
So you say, oh, excuse me, Mr. Comlin, go ahead.
That's all right. Go ahead, Miss.
Go ahead, Miss
Regina.
Regina. Go ahead,
Uh,
Regina.
Okay, so I'm through with my strawberry.
Okay.
I got it sitting out, and I left a little hole in it for the paper to when ashes to go out. So I just let it dry out, and you tell me when I need to bring it up there.
Yes, I will. I will speak to everyone after class.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's no need for nobody else to say that. I'm gonna speak to everybody after class. All right. Anybody else got any questions?
Yes, do you have, I have to look this up on the internet to what the next project?
Yes, you have to be able to look that up to be able to see it, to see what in the world you're making. So what I said to look up was Mobius table sculpture.
Maybe Mobile cable searching. Did I say that correct?
Mobius
Mobius.
Mobile,
table,
Mobius
table sculpture.
sculpture.
oh, search.
Mr.
No, I didn't hear that.
Mr. Cumberlander, listen to me. Did you spell the word right? It was Mobius.
Yes,
All right, the next word is table, Table, like a table that you eat dinner at,
yes,
table.
ma'am.
All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
the next thing is sculpture,
Okay.
Sculpture, sculpture.
Okay, thank you. Mobile table searcher.
How do you spell sculpture? Am I muted?
Say that, Miss Tony Collins.
Me?
Oh, yes, you're unmuted. You have a question?
I spelled sculpture. What was that last word?
Sculpture.
C-U-L?
C-S-C-U-L-P-T-U-R-E.
Oh,
Sculpture.
sure did escape me. Thank you.
Sculpture is what y'all build all the time. You know, sculpture.
Okay.
Kim, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Cheryl Green.
Can you recommend paintbrushes to use with the slip and smoothing out the piece? A
As
brand?
far as the slip, you know, we have in class we use pretty much the brushes that were not usable for painting anymore. Like they can be any old raggedy brush, but however, your smoothing brush, you want the bristles to be smooth. If it's a brush that you smooth with, but actually to get the slip out of the jar, you can use any type of brush.
What I keep seeing on Amazon, they say acrylic paintbrush or paintbrushes for acrylic. Are those okay?
Yeah, that's all the brushes that we use in class are
Okay, great.
acrylic brushes.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions on how to even approach or build a Mobius?
I don't know how to start.
Okay, you can write these. Please write these steps down, these instructions down. Now you can approach it however you like. You are an artist as well. You just in the class to get instruction. However, how I would approach making the Mobius is first, I would roll a coil. The size of clay that you have to work with would be basically I would roll an entire coil out of the whole clay, and I would not make the coil too thin because then you're gonna have a real thin, skinny Mobius. You want something to be able to hold up. So you make somewhat of a thick, even coil. Roll a thick, even coil. Or roll a coil that is somewhat thick or medium sized, not skinny. Not
Okay.
The next thing you want to do is take a rolling pin or a cup or a spray can, something round, if you don't have a rolling pin, and gently, I'll even show you. You all can see that table. Yes. Once you roll your coil, all right. Then you want to take your rolling pin and gently roll the coil out. I'm not even adding pressure. I'm actually letting the rolling pin roll itself. Then I'm just kind of going to flip it over so that I can kind of get it even on both sides as best as possible. You want to roll it out. Then what I would do is take a ruler. This is how it looks so far. It still has some thickness to it. It's not too thin, and it's thick enough that I can pick it up. You see, it's not breaking. If you keep getting breakage, that means that the clay is either too dry or you rolled it too thin. So after that, you want to take your ruler, if you have a ruler, or you're going to have to find something with a straight edge. You know, improvise, do the best you can. And you want to neaten the edges so that your Mobius strip, this is already a strip, will have neat edges on the sides.
So Kim, do you recommend the width of the ruler?
No, because the creation of the Mobius is your choice, meaning like, this is just something basic. You can see it's straight on the edges. From here, if I decided to build some kind of curves on the side, I don't know. You have to take risk and be creative. But anyway, if anybody is curious, the Mobius strip is saying, the Mobius strip, loop, or band, it's a band and a strip now, but it's going to become a loop, because although you have two ends that are not connected, you are going to eventually connect the two ends some kind of way and actually twist one of the edges. As you can see, you see that twist in it, and put it together. Once you see a few, see I have a curve in it. But once you see a few online, when you research them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, if you want the Mobius to hold up, what I recommend is you can't have it holding up while the clay is wet. You want to make it and lie it to the side. However, the piece is supposed to be right up. You know, you have to lay it to the side to let it dry. If you want to somehow make some kind of little stand, you need to separate a piece of clay. You need to separate a piece of clay so that you'll have something to make some kind of stand. But once you research the Mobius strip, loop, or band, all you have to do is look up Mobius table sculpture. You'll see a lot of examples to help you, and just be creative. Any other questions about the Mobius strip or the fruit and vegetable vessel?
Can you give us a demonstration of the strip you just did? How to twist?
What? She just did.
I just did. That was the full demonstration.
I saw you did one twist. I thought you were gonna show us.
That's all that that's all that the project calls for, one twist in the band. That's why I said once it might have seemed really simple, but when you research the piece, you'll understand. Yesterday I was trying to show show some people, it's kind of redundant. It doesn't make sense because you have your own apparatuses or phones to research on your own, which you still are going to do. But some people were saying they couldn't see on the phone, so.
But Kim, if you haven't done the vegetable or the fruit, should we move on to the Mobius?
If you have given me your vegetable or fruit project, you are ready to move on to the Mobius. Yes. Didn't you turn your project in, Ms. Vicky?
Yes.
So you're ready to do the Mobius?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted us to do another fruit vegetable.
No, when I talked to some people, they were like, what's the next project? I said, I'm gonna let y'all know on Thursday. Cause you know, that's what everybody does, try to say, try to see if I'm gonna give them the project earlier. I guess, I don't know if you wanna hurry up and try to do it or you just wanna be in the know, but,
Now I need to know what day next week I can bring my project to you.
I said I will speak to everyone after class. I said that if somebody didn't hear it, I'll speak to you all about after that class. For right now, I just want to concentrate on any instruction you all need, any questions, what to do. Please follow instructions as it pertains to the projects. That helps to save clay. It helps for you to get the instruction and the basics to get your lesson. As we progress and move on, you will be knowing what to do, because if you don't learn certain steps, you won't know what to do later on. So please do your best and try. And any more questions?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How wide will the table structure have to be?
You have to use the amount of clay that you have.
I could make one bigger than you are. You gave me 2 pieces.
Clay, you must have.
There's a Kamala.
You don't want it real big because it has to fit on the table.
You can't do it that large, Mr. Cumberland, because you as one person, I don't know if you're sculpting some type of statue outside, like the Statue of Liberty, but you have to be able to manage it and hold it up yourself. So you have to be able to do what you're able to do.
Okay.
Kim, it has to fit in the kiln, right? It has to fit into, when you fire it, it's got to fit inside the container, the fire, what is it, the kiln?
Mm-hmm.
Even though you all have purchased your own clay for the class, still please use small amounts, because the small amount that you have is what you should use for the project. Pretty much.
Yes.
You have to be able to manage the piece. Once you look at the Mobius, Mr. Cumberland, you don't even know how it looks yet. Pretty much, you got to look online first. Once you look at the Mobius, you'll be able to see if how much clay you're able to use. Can anybody see this? Hold on. I got to get some kind of, can y'all see? Hold on 1 second.
I have one. I'm going to put it up on my screen. I pull it up on the research.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah. I can't see.
Yes. All the reflection.
Got a little glare. Got some glare in it.
I just go online, look up my own.
This is a Mobius.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. This is a Mobius.
Okay.
Even though it's like a mother and child, this is a Mobius too.
You can make which one you want to make.
Neither one, because if you make one of those, you're gonna be copying. You're supposed to be making your own thing, Mr. Cumberlander. Don't. Anyway, moving right.
Kimberly, does the Mobius have to stand up? Can it be flat on the table? Like,
Well, once you research a few Mobiuses and table sculptures and look at them, then I guess you can just be creative and do your own thing. Because if Mobius does not have a stand, wait a minute, that's too bright. Hold on.
One of them did that.
Some of them are just too bright. Hold
In other
on.
words, you don't want us to make the one that we see when we look it up, right?
You can never make something that you see. That's copying. It's called plagiarism. You're not supposed to make what you see. You're supposed to be original and have that inspire you and do your own thing. Be creative, take risks. How did we get to have technology using a cell phone if people didn't take risks? If we keep doing the same old thing?
Improve on the one you see.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to keep putting it how you want to put it. It seemed like your answer getting closer to doing something what somebody else said did, but you have to do your own thing, although you're sticking to the basic instructions of what it is to do.
All right, thank
I
you.
told everybody to make a circle. Your shape is supposed to be a circle, but something about everybody's project is supposed to be different. I don't really know what to say, but that's the best way I can explain it. You're not supposed to make what you see. That's copying. That's almost like taking a test and you look over to the next person's table and you write down every single answer they write down. You're supposed to think for yourself and use your own brain and write your own answers down, whether they right or wrong.
They need to call it a copycat.
I just copy anyway, though.
This is the Mobius on the ground, but it's not on a stand, but it's still upright. If you were to make that to the side, sitting on a table, as long as it sit upright like that, I don't know. Once you look up a few different Mobiuses, you'll get an idea. It's a very simple project, but it's very, I would say it's very complicated in the sense that it was created from a man that was into mathematics. So that looks better like that. That's a Mobius as well. It's sitting right on the table. It's not even it doesn't even have a stand.
Okay.
So please look a few up. Anybody have any questions for their fruit or vegetable project as pertains to finishing or anything like that? Okay, another thing is the reason why we don't want to make projects so thick, again, you want to learn how to hollow them out to have a space to put something to make them functional, and you want to learn the technique of scooping something out or hollowing it out to be able to smooth walls to a certain thinness. It helps your technique of learning how to smooth, and you'll be able to save clay. And if you have things that are too thick, then they usually burst in the kiln, or the kiln is so experimental, you don't know if something's gonna burst or not. Any questions, young people? Any questions, beautiful young people? I know y'all got some questions as to this Mobius. So,
well, what happened with me, Kim, with the Mobius, it's helping me I drew it first and I started working on it yesterday. I haven't finished, but it's good to keep the clay moist.
yes.
Otherwise, the Mobius is not going to work.
Yes.
So I drew a picture first of what I plan to do and tried to follow the picture.
That's cool.
I really like the fact that you said you kind of sketched something or drew something. So that's like a really good thing to rough draft to kind of like get your mind or your energy on the piece. I just looked up some Mobius table sculptures and I see 3 little small ones. They probably like the size, they're probably like the size of your hand, and it's 3 of them. I'm sure they were meant to be made as a 3-piece set or something. So this is how they look. Let's see. They're really small, about the size of your hand. It's like, actually the 3 Mobiuses that they have, one had 1 twist in it. The second one had 2 twists in it. 1, 2. And the third one had 3 twists in it. So once again, you want to take risk and be creative.
Miss Wright,
Yes.
you see behind you by your lamp there, would that be a mobile?
Mobius.
See,
Say it one more time.
you didn't see the painting on the wall by your lamp.
Not a painting, it's a sculpture.
Actually, you're talking about right there?
I'm talking about, that see the design going up, yeah. Is that
Yes, actually, you're a smart young man because that is a Mobius. I would definitely consider that to be a Mobius. Yes, Mr. Cumberland.
Could be made as a mobile.
Yes, because even though it's a continuous strip, it's like turning and twisting, so to speak. So the thing is, that particular design is like an Ethiopian design, but it is a Mobius in the sense that it is like curving and crossing, and it's continuous and it never opens up. It closes all the way. So that's correct. Any young people got questions?
So the Mobius doesn't have an opening, in other words, it's continuous. Like a road, like malfunction junction.
Yes, it does not. It does not have a open. You may have to open it to actually. You may have to open it to actually get your piece to curve and then put it back together, but it does not open. Give me a second. All right. Can you all see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That one right there in the middle is good. It's nice. That one is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of light. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, one second.
In your Mobius, does it have to be smooth? Could you put a design on it, or could you put some type of image on it, or anything that?
Y'all see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, let me go back. Ask that question again, I'm sorry.
In your Mobius, can it have an image on or any type of design on Mobius and still be in the same?
Yes, it sure can. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Even though you're gonna have it looking like a strip or a band or a loop, like the design that you see, the basic design, you're able to up cycle it or add designs or other dimensions. So once you look at more Mobiuses, you'll see how people upgraded and went more detailed so that you're able to say, well, I'm gonna do this, you know, put your own spin on it so that you can be a groundbreaking artist and come up with a new style or a new design, or, you know, that's the whole thing about it. You don't want to just necessarily say a copy and get an idea and do your own thing. Yes, you can put designs on it. Anybody else? Any other young people? So I will be contacting you all, and looks like we have about 9 more minutes. Don't forget, if you have any questions about tools, or so far I'm creating this Mobius sculpture. I was trying to like keep it from y'all, but I might as well go ahead and show you. So if I can reach my camera over here, which I don't think I can. It's like right there.
Like that heart there, something like a heart Mobius. Okay.
Oh, it's backwards right now because I'm working on the back side. But however, this is a Mobius strip. All this is going to be a continuous piece. But I have like a heart supposedly going to be hanging in the center of my Africa. Now, don't y'all be copying this stuff.
Wait for that.
Go to copy and talk about y'all dreamed about that last night.
You know, done already my mind made up.
All we got to do for Kim is remember things we've made before. And I see how you could build upon some of the things that we're getting on these new projects. For instance, when we did the fruit or the vegetable, I was able to take some things that I had learned and made the fruit within like a little platter-like setting. And it made me feel confident, no matter how small it was. I was just sitting here translating what I learned in the class to what I can do here at home, since I have the clay now. So the Mobius strip, I can see how other things I've made, how I could take that and like a continuation of something I've made before.
So sometimes, and I piggybacking on what you just said, kind of, sometimes when we were in our classroom setting, y'all know we had a really, really great time, and I love y'all, and sometimes y'all got on my nerves so bad that, you know, like, I used to be saying y'all need to work instead of talking and different little stuff. Although, you know, y'all did y'all work in y'all own time because y'all have completed a lot of very beautiful projects because you have them at home. And you still have, a few people still have some at the facility. However, now that things have changed, you know, sometimes they say you don't really appreciate sometimes things until they're gone. However, you know, this pandemic is going on. Just rest assured that, you know, sometimes we may forget because we get settled into things that are good or comfortable, but life is always about change, and this too shall pass, and things will change and get better. Overall, you're still gonna have ups and downs for the rest of your life, but just know that possibly if you are still interested and thriving, you should be able to return to the facilities, and we should have a new appreciation for what we have. And let's just not concentrate on every day what we don't have, but really, really appreciate what we have. Like, one of the most magnanimous and really great things that we have is our life. So make every moment precious and treat everybody kind and with a smile.
Okay, Reverend Wright. Reverend Wright, Kim Wright.
You're right, Kim, because sometimes we forget we've made some of these things before. It's just a different name. Mobius is just a different name for some things that we have already done.
Reverend Wright.
It's a different design.
That man said Reverend Wright.
Go ahead, okay, go ahead.
He's trying to make it just like we're in the classroom, Kim.
Yeah, y'all looking so beautiful. It's so good to see y'all. So,
Just got to stand up and dance next, Mr. Kamalana.
Mr. Van Dyke, that's how you laugh.
Well,
That's how you laugh, Mr. Howard.
that's what I want to do, man. Go ahead on.
Laugh like Eddie Murphy.
Hey, Miss Nora, you know we're going to take off on this, don't you?
Oh, I know.
Oh, yes. That's my partner in class. We're going to take off on this. I hope it doesn't collapse.
I know you're right. Things going around in my mind.
It's going to be different, Miss Nora.
Oh, yeah, it will. Definitely.
All right, we got 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Anybody have any work to share? Please don't pick up your pieces if they completely dry up or if they're at a stage that they would break. But if you have any works to share, anything to show us, any questions? Hey, Miss Gloria.
You want to see my
ugly strawberry?
You have to unmute yourself, Miss Gloria.
You want to see my strawberry?
Want to see my ugly
Why not? If you can pick it up, but if you're not able to pick it up, please don't.
Oh, Kim, let me thank Vicky. I don't know if Vicky passed it on.
Ugly, but we was talking about work from this session. Thank you, though.
It's still about work. This about work. This about tools. This will help everybody.
Okay, go for it.
See, if I was there, I would strangle you. But anyway,
I was talking to Miss Vicky. I was talking to Miss Vicky.
Okay. No, because Miss Vicky passed on something to work with the tools to help us in class. Like we didn't have nothing to roll our clay out. She told me if I had an old canvas, cut it out, and I could roll my clay on my canvas. And that was a good idea. I wanted to thank her for that. And the class could use that.
Oh, yes, ma'am. No, don't get upset, baby. I was talking to Miss Vicky. You probably couldn't see. Miss Vicky was holding up her ugly jug. I was telling her that was cute, ugly, but I was talking about work from this session. All right. Miss Regina was saying, everyone, that if you have a piece of canvas, which some of you do because you've already been into other works, like maybe you've taken Jamal Jones's class or Kermit when he used to work at the Darnell Center. However, if you have a piece of canvas, you can use that to roll your clay on. If you don't have canvas, then you can use some type of cloth that does not slide. That's what they were saying. But in the classroom, when I roll the clay, that's what I'm actually using is canvas.
Yeah, it's good. It works good. It's great. It doesn't slide, and I like it. Yeah. You can use it over and over again.
Yep.
Which side do you use? The front or the back?
I just cut that.
It don't matter.
Off of the
okay, good. Thank you.
Miss Carrie, when you are in class and you remember when I'm rolling the clay.
No, I'm saying the front or the back of the canvas.
I'm about to tell you.
Cut it out.
So
I cut it out.
This canvas, what we're talking about.
Okay.
When we roll in the class, sometimes y'all know I flip that over and flip it over. You can use both sides.
Thank you.
Yeah, use both sides.
Okay.
And Kim, I tried some blue jeans also, some old blue jeans that I moistured a little bit, some old rough blue jeans, and that works well too.
Yep.
How big was them jeans?
Blue jeans has the same consistency. Denim has the same consistency as canvas, so it won't slide as well. Well, the thing is, if you had the jeans, maybe you could probably cut down the inside seam to make one of the legs